WK Reviews here. This is my last review I'm going to do by myself. Next, I'll be taking requests by viewers. If you have a YouTube account, just post beneath any movie review you look at, and if you don't, just email me. Alright, today I'm going to talk about Star Wars Episode 3. It's had a long history from the very first episode from the 70s all the way to this one, or should I say the new series. But let's talk about more. In the beginning of this episode, if you watch the animated series, you would notice that there's been a lot going on into the Clone Wars. Ever since Episode 2 started, there's been a Clone Wars series. So this Episode 3 here is probably the end of the Clone Wars. So, in the beginning, you'll see a big battle in space with cruisers and such, and you wonder what the heck's happening? Well, if you notice, there's a big battle in space due to the kidnapping of Chancellor Palpatine. Now, Palpatine was kidnapped in the animated series due to this one guy named General Grievous. He's basically a four-armed cyborg who kills Jedi and takes their lightsabers as trophies. So what happens? Obi-Wan, the great Jedi Master, and Anakin, the great Jedi Knight, have to save Palpatine. Once they get on into the ship, there's a big thing right there. It's a big twist, and they encounter an old friend, Count Dooku. There's a big fight. Obi-Wan gets hurt, and Anakin has to do the killing of Count Dooku. He takes his lightsaber and Count Dooku's and slices his head off. And then releases the Chancellor while carrying Obi-Wan Kenobi on his back. Basically, then they're captured by General Grievous and taken to the bridge where there's a big fight and General Grievous escapes. So, what happens next? Well, Grievous fiddled with a few controls during the battle, and now his ship is plummeting towards the great city of Coruscant. Now, what happens next? Well, Anakin and Obi-Wan have to save all their lives, including the Chancellor's. Once they crash into Coruscant, they're met by Mace Windu, a Jedi Master, to take them in. Meanwhile, in Coruscant, there's a lot going on. First of all, the Jedi Council is suspicious of Chancellor Palpatine encountering in Jedi affairs. So what happens? Well, the Jedi Council tells Anakin Skywalker to spy on the Chancellor, and, well, he's offended by it. It seems that Anakin is a close friend to the Chancellor and one of his most loyal Jedi friends. But once he does start to begin to spy on the Chancellor figures it out and starts talking all this creepy dark side nonsense to Anakin to fool him. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan Kenobi has been sent to Utapau to fight the evil General Grievous. Once there, he sees the Separatists lined up there, and he overhears General Grievous telling them to go to the Mustafar system. Then he jumps down, fights the General a lot. There's been a lot of fighting in this movie, so basically you're going to be entertained. Once he kills the General, clone troopers show up and take care of his battle droids and all. But on Coruscant, Anakin Skywalker figured it out. This is part 1, stopping now.